you all have a question for us, you can submit it to us via email, info@spotlightoverthecity.com. Again, that email is info@spotlightoverthecity.com. All right. Dear Stan and T-Bomb. Y'all ready? This is a long one, too. Woo. I am not proud of this as a woman, but it is part of my past. In my past life, I was married and I had an affair with a married man. The married man, I was aware of his wife at the time, but she and I were not friends. I just knew who she was because I would see her at the skating rink all the time. And I knew because my girlfriends would say, that's his wife, that's his wife. So I had 2 girlfriends who knew about this affair. Ooh. But his wife did not know. Again, she was not my friend. I did not speak to her. We were not in the same circle, but I did know who she was. Our affair lasted about 2 years. We were hot and heavy, on and off for the entire 2 years. We went on dates. We went to hotels during our lunch hours at work. We went out of town on the weekends. I don't know what he was telling his wife, but I would tell my husband that I had a work trip. And we really had an amazing love affair for 2 years. He broke it off with me when he felt like his wife was getting suspicious about his actions. I was very devastated, and I was stuck with just my husband. This is
Damn.
Dang.
Wow.
Fast forward, I am no longer married. He is no longer married to her. I don't know what happened with him, but the irony in life, the way life happens, things come full circle. She and I are now good girlfriends.
What?
She was introduced to me in a work circle, and we became really good friends. She does not know, obviously, about the affair I had with her husband many years ago. She and him are divorced now, and she has moved on with her life. She has a new man. I am married again now. We both have new men, and we are both happy. I feel really weird about her. We're going on a cruise together. She and I are super close. We share a lot of our secrets now. She talks to me a lot about her ex-husband and how he was unfaithful to her and he had a baby on her. And that's why she got a divorce. She said he had many affairs. It's just that she doesn't know I was one of them. T-Bomb, if you were me in this situation, what would you do knowing that you and her have become really close? And this was several years ago. This was over 11 years ago when I had this affair with her husband. She's divorced him. I don't talk to him anymore. I don't even know what his life is like now. I'm on with my new husband. She's on with her new relationship. And we have a great friendship. She's like the sister I never had. Would you tell her about the affair you had with her husband?
Ooh. Oh, Lord. Lord. Ma'am.
Sherelle, can you go first? Because I need to think.
All right, so I'm just going to be completely real about it. So the right thing to do would be to tell her, but honestly, I mean, take it to the grave. It's no use of, like, digging up skeletons that don't need to be dug up. I don't know. I can't. I don't. That's tough. That's tough.
That is tough because you're around her all the time.
But you weren't expecting to be around her. You
weren't expecting to be around. You weren't even right. This is what.
So it's not like you purposely, like, you were purposely trying to meet up with her or bump into her so that y'all become friends. Like, it was just like happened to be like some happenstance type of stuff, right?
Real quick, put yourself in her. Okay, so how would you feel, Sherelle, as a woman? Just think about this scenario,
okay.
And you're her,
okay,
and I'm the friend,
yeah,
and I come to you and I say, you know what, I got to tell you something. When you were married to him, I was one of his women. I was one of his jump offs.
Yeah,
and I didn't know that me and you were going to become close like this, years later. And back then, yes, I knew he was married, but you and I weren't friends, and I was just seeing a married man.
So I'm gonna be complete. So
how would you feel? Would you still be my friend?
I've been in that situation. Not that because I've never been married, but I had a long-term boyfriend who years later I ended up becoming friends with a girl who was sleeping with him at the time that we were together. And she ended up telling me about it. And to be completely honest with you, I was so far past him, I wasn't upset because he had cheated on me several times too. She was one of many. So when she told me about it, I was just like, girl, that man slept with everybody. So I didn't. It's okay, you know what I mean? Because we didn't plan on becoming friends. So I've been there before, but everybody doesn't take it that way. So everybody's not going to react the same way.
Listen, I'm a little bit like you, in that if I'm over you, I really don't give a damn who you slept
care.
with. I really don't care.
I'm past
And
it.
I'm so past it. Like if someone told me today that's my close friend, one of my close friends now, if she said, Terry, I got to break something to you. You know, when you and your first, you know, I was married when I was 23, y'all, way back then. And she tells me and him had an affair when y'all was married. I would be like, girl, do you got something? Because, girl, back then.
Might want to get checked out. Ma'am, I'm the least of your
But
worries.
I'm not going to, if she's my friend now, in this time of my life, I'm not going to be like, stop being her friend because she had an affair back then on the husband that I had back then. He had like 3-4 jump offs. She was one of them. I feel bad for her and me for during that time. That's not my life no more. And so for me, I wouldn't care. But let me answer the question. I would take it to the grave. I would not stir up shit now and make her plant anything in her head. Like, our friendship is going too great. What's the point of me telling? Like, what am I hoping to achieve to tell her? Why would I? Why would you tell her? Like, I have people on here who say she should tell her. Why? If there's anyone in the audience who, and I'm no judging, but if you feel like, you know what, you should tell her, can you tell me why? Why, Boone? What? Boone, we didn't say what we should do for revenge.
Here we go. Here we go. See,
no, Boone said no.
Don't ask him nothing. He gonna say some off the wall. Don't ask him nothing.
I wish, you know, I would not do it. I would just let sleeping dogs sleep and lie. You know, it's no sense in bringing that back up. Like, what? I don't understand, like, what would be the point? So, lady that wrote the letter, no. Don't say nothing. Just continue your friendship with your new sister and just be glad that both of y'all are done with him and move on.
Yeah.
Ain't no need in telling some. My mother always, have y'all seen my mother on Instagram or TikTok? I'm sure if you don't know that you've seen her, you've probably seen her. If you just didn't know it was my mother. But my mother will say, don't you go telling on yourself. Don't you go telling stuff. You don't tell that stuff. It don't matter no more. It doesn't matter.
Let it go.
Let it go. Who cares? She don't care. She got a new man. You got a new man. And he raising the kids that he had a baby on her. So and nobody cares.
We listen and we don't judge.
Right. Exactly. That's it. Right. So thank you so much young lady, for submitting your question. I hope that we helped you. Please listen to me and Sherelle. Don't say nothing. Leave it alone.
Keep your mouth shut.
Just move on. Okay? All right. Thank you all so much. I love this segment, Question of the Week. I really love it so much. But we do have guests tonight, and our first guest has been waiting so patiently. Is she finished eating? Let me see. She finished eating? Okay. Yes. So after this next commercial break, we are going to be back live with the amazing Nicole Merritt Lester is in the building. Yes, y'all. This